That is really, really bright. Well, it looks really, really bright. Hello, everyone. I don't know if that is a bit bright. It looks really bright. Don't know. It's a little bit better, I guess. I think it'd been turned to stare right in my face. Hello. Hey, James. How you doing? Returning back to here. I'm trying to remember now what. Alright. You had to go. Go build a
weapons restrictions lifted
post box, and then we had to go deliver some goods to a different place. So we'll get the post box thingy done. I'm gonna go this way just for something different. What's it over there? further away than I thought it would be. Jeez, okay. Oh well. Probably went the longer way then. I've got to remember to do that more often. Oh, it's raining. You're okay. Baby's okay. Excuse me, sorry, still coughing.
Sam, I see you've arrived at the designated site. Good. When you're ready to proceed, activate your PCC.
Excuse me. It's like a portable 3D printer. 350. S is for awesome.
Good work, Sam. That's a fine composed box. Access it and select Share Locker. You can share cargo and equipment with your fellow porters. Deposit a ladder and a climbing anchor, and I'm sure someone will eventually come along who can use it. If you've got enough supplies, why not leave some behind? Do right by others, they'll do right by you.
Might pick this up and take it back since we're heading that way. And it was sort of hinting there that I should... What's that mean? Not sure what that means, but anyway. Ah, it turns. Ah. Share locker.
Sam, you can use share lockers to exchange cargo with other porters.
Donate weapons and equipment. Oh. So if we donate one ladder, one climbing anchor, that does mean I need another climbing anchor. Make delivery. And that's an entrust. Alright, so somebody can come along now and take advantage of See, there's another thing over there that says way station west of capital. Might as well go tick that up as well, and then we'll head back up to the way station and fabricate a rope anchor thingy, and take this other stuff to the next destination. Stop rain. It's 389 likes. Why have I got Old Man Gaming 0?
I'm Sam!
What's that?
Hey!
Who said hey you?
Anybody hear me?
Someone hears me.
Hey!
That is really weird.
Thanks for the help. Hey!
You're saying what? Very, very strange. What? What?
Don't mind me.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
2 pits of lost cargo.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you, Sam. Gotta say, you truly are incredible.
Thank you. Bridge link +1.
All right then. Thanks for everything.
No worries.
Good work.
Oh no, I wanted to. Can we fabricate? We can, yeah. So we've got, what have we got? 6 rare metals, 2 ladders. 2 ladders? Yeah, 2 ladders, spare pair of boots, and an anchor, a rope anchor. Okay. And we need to head this direction. Right, yeah, we need to go there. How will we get there?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
It's a rainbow. Does that mean there's...
Hello.
Hello.
Rainbow's gone. No, it's there. Right, rainbow means DTs, right? Watchtower. This allows you to see what's ahead, I think. Mule boots. What are mule boots? They're moving. That's moving as well. What are mules then? Looks like a person. Okay. Let's check my data here. Tips. Is there anything about mules? Nope, I don't know. I have no idea what a mule is. Right, what about... Okay. So we're here. And we have to go... Mule post box. What the fuck's a mule post box? This is where we got to go. And what's that? What's that mean? BTs, online sign, BTs. There's BTs there. Timefall. Yield boots. I'm beginning to, you know, it's orange. I don't know if necessarily something being orange is a good thing. What's this? Best way to go. I want to go here. And there. BTs. BTs. It would seem that the best place would be to come down this way. There's a mountain there. Oh, this is very confusing. Alright, I'll just... Okay, we'll just have to... I'm not sure what mules are. Why is my blood indicator showing? Change footwear. I should have a wee while I'm here. An idea as well. Put on a decent footwear. What's that other one? That is a person.
Hey, you!
What's this? What is it? Seeing an actual person can't be good, right? What is...
Heads up, Sam. Your cargo's been pinged. Move.
What's that mean?
Now, before someone has eyes on you. Get to your destination ASAP if you
Oh,
don't want to get caught.
suddenly those people that I saw are chasing me. That can't be good, right? What are these? At least giving my position away. I'm being chased. Those orange boxes are moving. Can't be good, right? It's like they started moving as soon as it told me to move. Oh, can you hide in tall grass? Ooh. Maybe you can, I don't know. Oh, I've been pinged again. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, this isn't good. I'm running, but I'm not even sure why. I'm being followed. And that's where I've got to go. Don't fall. Oh, shit! Enemy scanner ping evaded. Does that mean I've lost him? Are we all good?
Mules gave you trouble, huh? Good thing it was raining. And they ain't no better than to mess with BTs.
Now it's raining, so... That's not good either, is it? Rain attracts BTs? Well, I don't know, I'm still trying to figure out how everything works. That's a BT marker, but my little baby hasn't given me its warning yet. So maybe we're okay. There's the bridge I'm trying to get to. Ninja Danny Mac.
Today's a good day.
Today's a good day. Someone's got a rope there. I'm sure that's safe. Good place for a rope though. Something's coming up ahead. I don't know if you've played the game, but when this happens, it does feel actually quite terrifying for some reason. Uh-oh. One's ahead of me. Safe. Well, maybe not.
Something wrong, Sam?
I don't know. Kid doesn't look so hot.
Nothing to worry about. Its functions are temporarily suspended, but they can be restored. I can perform the necessary maintenance at a distribution center. Hurry, though.
that it told me to pick up? Pick up what? Oh no, can't pick it up. Okay. I've got to remember to do that scan more often. But there we go. There's
When the strain on your BB exceeds sustainable levels, it triggers the production of harmful compounds, and the body, in essence, begins to attack itself. It's called autotoxemia. If your BB's not performing to spec, drop by your private room and see if the incubator helps.
ooh, a bike. Bike. Can I have the bike? Give me the bike. Give me the bike. No. Wow, why is my container so damaged? Is that from being in the rain?
Scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Second expedition, right?
That's right.
The guy expanding the Chiral Network on his lonesome. When he's not out making deliveries.
That's me.
So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Talk about above and beyond. Thanks. Must have had to pass through BT territory to get here too, didn't you? Hey, weren't joking when they said you were a legend.
I'm a legend. Right. Ah, cool. So it's probably quite a long distance, that one. Alright, so cargo containers can be damaged, but cargo, as long as the cargo inside's got damaged. That did get close because it looked like those cargo containers were nearly like 99% damaged.
Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
He floats in the air when that happens, but there we go. A quarter of the way across America already.
always. Thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
New interview data require mules and drone syndrome. Rich babies Timefall. Mail data. Recycle. The series is now connected to the Chiral Network, enabling you to see and access other players' structures.
Looks like we're on the Chiral Network.
On
And with those
Chiral,
materials you brought for our Chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor.
No worries.
Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Keep on doing.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator.
Good work.
Enter the private room. Oh, we get a private room here too. Okay, enter private room. Okay. Be my...
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excess of stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the Chiral Network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
How are you, Mike?
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its still mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year.
It's the time of year.
It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand. There is
Saying
still
BB
a great
sounds
deal we
like
don't know
baby.
about BBs.
I'm sure that's deliberate.
As we expand the Chiral
They called it
Network
BB
and
because it sounds
recover
like
more
baby.
past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted.
BB.
Good night, Sam.
You and your baby. Why the hell does he cuff himself to the bed? Oh, I'm so so tired.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair
lady.
Sam?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Can you see me?
Yes.
How are things over there?
Still not under guard. Still not chained up. Still can't leave.
It's a trap.
But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east. Back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
She must be in her 70s now, Lindsay Wagner, I think.
I'll be waiting, Sam.
Do you think? I think she must be in her 70s.
Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower?
Born 1949.
It's good for the body and soul. And also my
So
research
she'd
as
be
it happens.
70. Is that right? She's 50 in 2000. She'd be, yeah, she is in her 70s. She's 70 years old. There we go. Take a shower. I've watched a lot of this and still have no idea what the APOC was from. The apocalypse.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, and I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Sounds a bit kinky.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Chiralium. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the death stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past. Oh, it's almost time.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
No, if I wasn't feeling so ill myself, I think I would have put in a lot of time in this game. I know it's a bit slow paced and everything, but I don't mind it. I find it real, you know, a pleasant.
Sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear
alternative
this.
to the norm.
Hell,
so
maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Chiral Network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
yeah, the walking mechanic is very obviously it's very hard to portray what that's like in a stream, but it's like you're constantly walking on a tightrope and that you have to keep your balance all the time. I love the fourth wall breaking. Oh, look at this. Yes, they are. I received 3 non-monetization notices on my first stream. Benjamin Hancock, and they came at the same time. George Button, Sam the Man, our saviour. Things are looking up here at the way station. Oh, that's the way station that we just left, isn't it? Everything feels better somehow. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness changed. Loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here, we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot, but after a while, some guys got too scared to even set a foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it, America's done. Everyone was feeling it too, and the mood was just bleak, and then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first, I thought it was just the oxytocin too, but that's not it. Not all of it. Anyhow, you gave us the glimmer of hope we needed by bringing up into the Chiral Network. We're back in the game now. Chiral Network. Been thinking of putting up signs again, even watchtowers too. Before long we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. Still scary out there though. All the ox in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. Oh, that's nice of him, isn't it? Sorry, Sam. Bad news. Uh-oh. Thanks for delivering those rare medals, Sam. Everyone at the distro centre really appreciates you coming through for us. I've only got some bad news for you, though. The bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. Yeah, I noticed. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once though. Auto charge should kick in after. Sorry if we got your hopes up. And I've got some more bad news for you too. You see, different facilities have to work together sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart. The whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy, George Batten, who was the author of the other email I just read, over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting in to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short of materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. Okay. Data. Tips. Calling out. Greet anyone that is nearby. You might not get a reply, but don't let that get down. Try calling out various places. Someone's bound to respond to it. I did get replies earlier. I was like, hey, hey, and it was like, hello. Is anyone here? I'm here. But you didn't see who it was who was answering, which is really weird. It was very strange. It was like you were talking to a ghost. When suitable hand and foot holds are available, you can use X to climb upward. Okay. Walking barefoot when footwear is down. If your footwear is damaged, you will time more easily. The yellow bar that appears on top of the blood gauge is known as the consciousness gauge. It will only appear in situations where your ability to stay conscious is at risk. If the consciousness gauge is depleted, Sam will fall unconscious. Okay. Finding drop weapons and equipment. If you find yourself in need of weapons or equipment, try pressing R1 to scan the area around you. Okay, you knew that. Looking at the map on your cover, you can also check the location of any cargo carrying mules there. Stolen cargo will be stored in a post box somewhere in hostile territory. Exposure to Timefall will gradually erode structures and roads. As things deteriorate, functions will begin to fail, and if the deterioration continues, the structure may be destroyed altogether. This can be counteracted by contributing materials to the structure for repairs. The longer you hold L2 and R2, the further the weapon will travel. I'm assuming it's telling me that for the thing that I took from the shower. Oops. Mules. More reading. Bridget's primary objective is to rebuild America, and in order to rebuild, one of our main tasks is reconnect cities and other settlements by re-establishing a delivery network. Back before the death Stranding, the comms and delivery networks were what held society together. The whole thing was automated. AI managed deliveries carried out by drone. The belief was that taking people out of the equation would revolutionise the entire system. But things didn't quite pan out that way. Instead, we started seeing cases of what would eventually be dubbed drone syndrome. It was too much for some folks to accept, leaving everything to machines and nothing for the common man. And indeed, the oxytocin deficiency and hormonal imbalance were confirmed seemed to back up that assessment. Humanity needed to be part of the process, so that laws were put in place, and we stepped back into the picture again. And then what happened? All the people put out of work by machines who got called up again, convinced themselves society couldn't survive without them, and that brought on a whole new disorder, delivery dependent syndrome, DDS. When the Death Stranding tore us apart, the delivery problem spiraled even further. It wasn't helped any by the fact that I can't remember how they pronounce it. Chiral clouds prevented planes and drones from flying, which meant we had to go back relying completely on human couriers. Okay. I'm not going to read this one out loud. Okay. So Death Stranding is what the apocalypse was. I don't think that's mentioned anywhere in these tips. Now, when you play music, you have required in the system. Save.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Okay. Looks like we've got another job to do.
Baby. This isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are. But we cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
This woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that...
Something wrong?
When I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam, Check the delivery terminal and review the list of orders.
They mentioned something about looking at archives. But I didn't see anything about an archive when I was on the you know, whatever, in the private.
Chiralium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the Chiral Network.
Chiral.
Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back?
Ah,
great.
great.
Anyone more qualified than you?
I don't even have a weapon.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them. Especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, Chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles. Ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Okay.
Heads up, Sam. Distro Center staff's got a favor to ask. Probably best I start from the beginning.
This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the Chiral Network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something.
Already heard this.
If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back?
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
PCC carried on back. We've got one. No, we've got two. Why have we got three? Don't think we need three, do we?
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. Now, as the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. Surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these 3 things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
I've seen a few already along the way.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping on.
What I've noticed is it's all positivity. There's no negativity, so I don't know if that's also by design, but like this game is obviously a satirical look at our society and social media, definitely. You know,
Weapons restrictions lifted.
likes, dislikes, all that crap. What does this mean? I don't even know how to do.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultradeck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Go with the rain again. Yeah, but I've noticed like it's all about giving people likes, but there's no dislike button, which I've noticed. Nothing about disliking people. So I don't know if he's trying to make some sort of message about positive reinforcement instead of all the negativity and the trolling that goes on in the world that has come with the internet.
Nice. There we go.
So I personally think things like dislikes, downvoting, and all that negativity that social media sites employ behind the argument of presenting a balanced blah blah blah. That's nonsense. So I think they should completely get rid of dislikes. You know, like dislikes on YouTube videos, downvoting on Reddit. Promote positivity instead of constantly giving the internet weaponizing trolls by giving them dislike buttons and downvoting, and you know, because it does just weaponize trolls by giving them that that option. People for example, like people who dislike YouTube videos, half of them haven't even been watched. I've received dislikes after 1 second. You know, so I mean, it's not a proper dislike. That's a troll. That's a troll, and I don't know if this. I mean, this is my interpretation of what he's saying is, or what he seems to be saying. Yeah, liking is good, disliking is negativity and is bad. I hate it when this stuff happens, man. It's so freaky. How much do we have to get? 204 grams of the stuff. And it's where there's a lot of rain. I mean, it always freaks me out when this happens. Shouldn't say that. How much do we need? Total 362. We've got enough. We've got enough. We've got enough. We can head back. What's this other thing? What chip? What new chip have we got? Or is it scanning for? Oh, there's still a couple more tips we haven't got. I should have started from go backwards. No, you. Yeah. So. Did you see the little thumbs up?
There we go.
I'd never noticed that before, but it gave a little thumbs up, like to say all's good.
Looks like a bat.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID.
Sam,
All weapons.
Chiral crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple, though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any chiral crystals you're carrying.
Decontaminating suit. All three. Keeping on. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Delivery. No? What's it supposed to do then? Buying materials. No? What? I'm confused now.
Anybody home?
Orders. Oh, recycle them. Oh, okay. Alright, so you gotta recycle it, okay. Recycle. It said desired 100. Okay.
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated Chiralium levels. Which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Yep. Repair spray. Oh, cool. What can that be used for?
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed.
Bridges guard macho. Available 100. What is this? Not entirely certain what's going on there. Skilled handler. I'm gonna have to take a break in a minute.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
What? What is it? What is it? What is it?
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers.
Oh.
Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
See, I'm not sure we need two of these. Maybe we do, I don't know.
There is a correlation between elevated Chiralium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range.
If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
Okay, so what can you fabricate now then? Oh. Container repair spray. That was the new thing we can... Right. I don't know if I'm...
Thank you for your continued support.
Alright, okay.
Thank you for your contribution.
Okay, so we've got that.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Still got work to do, Sam. Let's not keep people waiting. Keeping on.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
So where should we put, like, the watchtower down?
Call it a rule or a habit, but most mules almost always bring stolen shipments home with them. Find the post box, steal back the cargo. Simple as that. But be careful. These guys are armed. If this goes sideways, be ready to fight.
Subdue mules. Attack a mule repeatedly, knock them unconscious. Oh. Square. A strain can be used to quickly and silently render enemies unconscious. What's... Use L2 to prepare the strain and then use R2 to bind the enemy. If you can sneak up on a mule from behind, you can use the strand to bind them. You can also use strands to avoid mule melee attacks, although your time will need to be just right. Whose footprints are these I'm following?
There we go.
climb up here?
Yeah, this is nice.
If possible. And maybe you can put a watchtower up here. If it will let us.
Remember, Sam, before you approach the mule drop site, we recommend you use a watchtower to confirm the location of the post box containing our cargo.
Construction complete.
That's the post box. Mule. I don't have any cargo on me.
Mule drop sites are rarely deserted, so remaining undetected is key.
Let's get through the...
Keep a low profile and move slowly to minimize noise.
The Metal Gear Solid connection comes in. I wonder how what their viewing distance is.
You've been spotted by a mule. Find somewhere to hold up. Look around and trust your instincts.
I don't know how you're supposed to use that strand. Use L2 to ready stand and R2 to bind a target. Fuck yeah, what am I doing? That didn't go well. I'll get all my stuff back. Not that I had anything, really. When did I have metals? cave over there. Oh, what the fuck's that noise? Hey, Jace. Ah. Am I not getting pinged? Ooh, a cave. I find it really interesting. I mean, I am really enjoying it. It's a completely different change of pace to anything I've ever played before. So what I've done there is I've built a post box and stored all the stuff I had on me in a private locker. But I think I probably I don't know, I've still got the strand. Yeah. Well, this was a lot easier if I'd come this way, wouldn't it? Hey Eric, you're moving to Josh's. You're giving up on the place that you've moved to already. Not the right sort of people you want to be living with, I take it. It's always hard sharing a house with people you don't know. I've done it in the past. It never really ended well. And again, sharing a house with people that you do know doesn't really end well either. Unlock post box. Bloody hell, look at all this. Where's this? Oh. No. I don't know if I'll be still playing now, because I'm still pretty ill, and I didn't think I was going to be streaming at all today, but after I lay down for a bit, I felt a little bit better, so I thought I'd get up. Activate terminal. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to put things in. Can't place it in private locker. You have reached the maximum amount of cargo that can be stored in private lockers. Ah, oh, fuck. Really? Use patch of lost cargo. No, we don't want to go that way, we want to go this way. Shit. Should we go the right way? Yeah. I figured I could, now that I've got a safe route to it, I figured I could come back and hopefully get what I need. Just don't fall. Don't fall. Ah. Oh my god. Can't believe I didn't.
Mules. Damn addicts chasing a cargo high. Shame we gotta deal with their bullshit at all. Back in the day, AI did everything. Deliveries were handled by unmanned vehicles and drones. And all we had to do was sit back and let them work. It was revolutionary. Damn near singularity. No reason for it not to take off. But it didn't. People didn't like it when we took the human element out of the service industry. So, after some consideration, we put it back in. Made jobs no one really needed and gave them to folks who couldn't live without them. And from there, it snowballed. Now we got cults of cargo-chasing crazies who get off on hijacking shipments. Jackal's always on the lookout for the next porter. Make sure you're not him.
How do you find the BTs? It's scary as hell.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Keeping on. Sam Porter Bridges.
Time to get that chiral printer in working order. Sorry to push you through so much trouble, but trust me, it'll be worth it. Excellent. The unit doesn't have a scratch on it. Never doubted you'd come through for us.
I'll have that distance travelled not subject to evaluation. Ugh. It shows my death.
Sam, how are your shoes holding up? Not too well, I imagine, conditions being what they are out there. Nothing ruins your day like shoes falling apart while you're on the job.
Oh, cool.
Carry on like that and it's only a matter of time before you injure yourself. I've arranged for boots to be added to your supplies. Bridges standard issue, so they ought to fit you fine. You should always carry an extra pair.
I know.
But if you forget or run into trouble, You can fabricate another via a terminal at one of our many facilities.
Bridge have added data for a new structure to your PCC. Bridge. Ah, look, we can build bridges now.
See you around.
Bye.
Congratulations, Sam. I understand you now have access to a chiral printer. An extraordinarily useful device that can only function because of the manner in which our network utilizes the beach, enabling us to transfer massive volumes of data instantaneously. Since under normal circumstances, such transfers would take hours, if not days, some have speculated that the chiral network might, in essence, be a time machine. That it is transmitting data into the past. Suffice it to say, we have yet to fully grasp the fundamental nature of the network and the beach which we have come to rely upon. One might liken our relationship with it to that of primitive mans with fire. Is it useful? Quite. Is it dangerous? Undeniably so. Nevertheless, we have decided that the reward outweighs the risk. Furthermore, as the BTs are linked to the beach, it stands to reason that further study and experimentation could be of considerable benefit. The same could be said regarding you, of course. Rest assured, I will keep you apprised of what I learn. You have my word.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
What's the stuff I've got on me?
We've added a bridge schematic to your PCC. The first step is laying the foundation, after which you'll have to supply additional materials to finish the job. Plenty of rivers and canyons could do with a good bridge, you know.
I'm sure they could.
Take a stroll across one you built yourself, and I guarantee you'll be glad you made the effort. Give it a try.
Give it a try. Ladder, climbing angle, container spray. Bridge bricks. I don't know what. Oh, that's the EX grenade. Okay, recycle resins and metals. Recycle. Confirm. suppose we should look at what new orders are. Orders for Sam. Power supply unit delivery in a wind farm. Construction bridge.
Hey, Sam, mind doing me a favor? There's a bridge that needs building. Over a river, just outside that distro center. It's too deep to ford, and we'd like a long-term solution. The foundation's already been laid, and everything required to finish the job should be in storage. All you need to do is carry the remaining materials to the construction area, and use them to complete the bridge. If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own. I know you've got a lot on your plate right now, but remember, this bridge will make your life easier too.
Shall we go build a bridge then? I've already got one of those. Okay.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place. With your help, we'll have the thing finished in no time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Whoa, 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 what the hell is that? That keeps happening every now and then. You just got like, seem to get shoved aside and...
Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
What's it need? Confirm. Bridges, bridge.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
You know that signal that keeps going, you know, when they've got something to say, you hear that signal, it's like duh, 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 duh. I'm sure that's the beginning to London Bridges falling down, you know. London Bridges. London Bridges. Falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridges. What's that? My fair lady. I'm gonna go get my other stuff now. I think
always like the quiet.
Yeah, I think you have to go to your back. You can't go to a different post box. Yeah, you definitely have to go to. You can't see each other in game, I know that much, but if you're nearby, I don't know, and if I yell out, you might hear me. I know, but yeah.
Hello! Hey!
Be interesting to see if you can see my watchtower.
How you doing, Sam?
I don't need. Yeah. It loses a lot of quality in the stream. Especially when you have to stream at a bloody lower bitrate quality, unfortunately, than I used to. I used to be able to
always like the quiet.
Record a lot better quality, but lately for some reason my internet can't handle it.
This looks like the way to go.
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I wonder how you get to use that bike.
Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I don't know if that's actually the right thing to do.
Thank you for your continued support.
Take on orders. Orders for Sam.
Now, you've done a fine job expanding the Chiral Network. But to make the most of it, we'll need to generate more power. We'll have to make a few hops before we can link up the closest city too. Once this wind farm is part of the Chiral Network, we'll be able to route the energy it generates through the beach. Unlike traditional transmission methods, nothing is lost. We can provide power to distant regions and utilize facilities there as electrical substations. You're to deliver a key component. Should be finished printing. Take it to the wind farm and get us in business.
Power supply units.
scan. Have a pleasant journey.
You're at the way station. Where are the markers set off? Where's the other markers? I thought there was also a B marker I put down somewhere.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
System. Let's just have a look at system. Options. Game settings. That's the only options you got, so I don't know about if there's any way of setting up like so that you play on like the same server as friends so they can see your builds and whatnot. Like I said, I don't know how it works. Oh, hang on a second.
Anybody hear me?
That's not what I wanted. Cargo. Where's that? God damn. Where's the spray thing that I'm supposed to throw at people? I don't have that anymore. Did I leave it in that storage container? Am I gonna have to go back up there now? Ah! Oh. Or is it in private storage? Let's just check private storage here first.
Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
That. Okay, it's all right then. Calling out, nice.
Have a pleasant journey.
Alright, I'm going to just go to the top here. I'm going to just take a quick break. Get myself a cup of coffee because my mouth is really dry. So I'll be back in a second. Oh, sorry. Stomach hurts. Chest hurts. Just old. Right.
Hello?
Oh, nobody's here.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Don't mind me. Hello. Hello.
Hooked up to a bloody ECG tomorrow. Weighed. Blood pressure check. That is the right way to... Yeah, that is the right way I'm going now, isn't it? It is up there. Right. That is a long way. But yeah. Looks like we're heading towards BT territory as well. Oh, someone said what? See? Someone said what?
Hey!
Hey, you.
I'm Sam!
Hey, my name's Sam too. Mask claims you.
Anybody hear me?
It's coming from over here. Ah, shizer, it's raining. You take a pee here.
Anybody hear me?
Yeah, I left a marker. Baby didn't like me weaned. Why didn't the baby like me weaned? To the windmill farm. Why is it raining? I don't see any caves.
Keep on keeping on.
Online. There's no way of getting out of the cold, out of the wind. Shelter, maybe? No? How long is it going to rain for? Container's damaged. this? Is this shelter? Can you get shelter under here? No, I don't know. Where's the thing I'm supposed to be carrying? Yes, container damage. How are you supposed to use these things? How you're supposed to contain a repair spray, how you're supposed to use it. The farm's not far. How do you use it then? How do you fix it? What's that? Container spray. Ah! Oh no. Fuck. 28% damage on the power supply unit. I haven't failed the delivery yet, but this is starting to look a little bit...
Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Oh, God. I don't know if I've managed to get this here. That's really bad.
Delivering cargo.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the Chiral Network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look?
Sure stuff, mate.
Great. Everything's in order. I appreciate it.
Sorry, it's a bit damaged. Didn't get awesome.
All we need now is a connection to the Chiral Network. Go for it.
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
You can now use the PCC to build generators. Does that mean I can go back to that place and charge that bike?
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the rest of your team was wiped out. Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition.
I'm not Boomer.
I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet.
Well,
it was her that put us in charge of the wind farm.
20 years too young to be a boomer.
I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive, as we have no other repatriants to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriants are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the Chiral Network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot. By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders.
Oh, man.
No sense coming all the way back here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Fabricate equipment, what's new?
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
Cool. Sounds like I will be able to go back and maybe two climbing anchors on my back. Use container spray. So what can I recycle?
By handing over excess materials to a facility, you can increase the amount stored on site. Now, these materials can then be used later for equipment fabrication and so forth. Just remember that each facility has separate stores and that the amount on hand differs from site to site. Don't get carried away.
I don't even know if my generation has a name. I don't really fall into that gap where we didn't get a name.
Delivering cargo. Thank you for your continued support. Thank you for your contribution.
No problem. The damage on these. That's really damaged. That's what I just did. Putting up signs. Automatic vehicle charging. So I've got no orders. So
congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
residence delivery. So I was going to go back there anyway.
Sam,
on the bridges.
double check the order summary.
It's a capital, not city. 20 kilograms. How much have I got? 60. I can do that one and that one, since I'm going there anyway. The other one, that's a bit more difficult. Oh, it's going to be hard. Is it still raining? Oh, I don't know what your sign is, Jace.
Just remember,
doesn't look like it's any of these.
All there is to it.
Yeah.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
There's a bridge over there. Yamato. Hey, Eric. That bridge wasn't there when I came here earlier.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Oh my god. Don't rain. No, 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 no. Jesus Christ! It's a bit windy. Demonetization, here we come. The game will be saved automatically every time send address. Save games can be loaded by selecting system from the covenants. I'm rubbing my own shoulders as he's rubbing his. Oh, what the hell. Is it the people you're living with, Eric? Is that the problem? Yeah, I've done that. Sucks, man. When you share a house and you have to sleep in your own car to get a good night's sleep. That's pretty shitful, isn't it, really? Well, the journey back hasn't been as bad as the journey there.
There we go.
Hey, Sam. You could probably get that bike running again if you charged it with a generator.
I know.
Why not give it a try?
I probably will.
Hey!
Be interesting to see if gets anything. No pissing off the bridge. Have you not confronted her about the noise, or is she just doesn't care?
Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I can't imagine what a chore that must have been. Thank you. Wow, don't do things by halves, do you? Hard to believe one man could bring in a hole this big. Then again, you are a legend.
Still don't know what half of these things mean.
I don't know anyone who's done more to bring people together and get them back on their feet. It's hard to believe you're just one guy. Can't help wondering if the Great Deliverer isn't actually a small army. Because it sure seems like whenever someone's in trouble, you're there to lend a hand. It's enough to make me think you just might make it all the way to the coast. Good luck out there. I'll be rooting for you.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
I'm not doing any new orders. I'm going to go charge that bike outside.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Have a pleasant journey. There is such a thing as like consideration though, and it doesn't sound like she's giving that she gives a shit, to be honest.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Sorry, Sam. I can't allow you to build a structure there. Pick a spot outside the sensor ring and try again.
How about there? Wow, when did my blood level go?
Construction complete.
Woo! Bike's getting charged. Where'd that bridge come from? There's another bridge. And another bridge. Why is fucking so many bridges? Vehicles have a Chiralium and will no longer move once this is depleted. How do you make it go? Doesn't want to go anywhere. Backwards.
Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges. Decontaminating suit. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
effects.
I don't know how this works. Garage.
Storing vehicle.
Reverse trike repaired. Okay. Will it work now then? Oh, looks good. Nope, still not going forward. What am I not doing right? No? How does this work?
Come on, let's roll.
How does it work? I can go backwards. Hello, Fredso. Oh my god, how do you move forwards? R2 to accelerate, that's what I was doing. I was doing R2. Why wasn't it working then? What the hell? Why is it not working? Why is it not accelerating? Why are we not going forward? Controller. It's my controller. Okay.
Begin the scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Keep on keeping up.
Oh well. What time are we on? 9 o'clock in the evening. It is probably actually time for me to go. What else? Store vehicle.
Storing vehicle.
I wonder if it's Charlie's control. I wonder if he's like come in and swapped it for one of his, you know. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm gonna have to get going, guys. I'm starting to feel really tired. I'm in hospital tomorrow morning for my pre-op, so if I'm on tomorrow it won't be until later than normal.
Good morning, Sam.
Right. I'm assuming everything's already been saved automatically, but I'll do a manual save anyway. Okay. Yeah, only 20 days now till my operation. Not good. Less than 3 weeks. Less than 3 weeks. No. I mean, I've got my pre-op tomorrow. And then the operation on the 29th. And then I'll have a scar just like Norman Reedus does, or Sam Bridges does. Like he does in this game. But, yeah. Unless the pre-op doesn't go well, and then they might have to delay it for whatever reason. But we'll just have to wait and see. But, yeah. But anyway... I don't know. But that's it, guys. So, just pretend you were wounded in the war. Yeah, the Vietnam War. The Gulf War, maybe. I've been old enough for the original first Gulf War, 1990, would have been 20, so yeah. Alright, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit... What? What? What's he want? Does he want a shower? What? I think he wants a shower. I'm not sure. That was quite funny. I haven't seen that before. Look at your feet. It does something when you look at his feet. He does something when you look at his feet. What? It's winking.
EX grenade number 1.
Ooh, that was like my pee actually. Oh god, what colour is it going to be if I do a poo?
That should suffice. Glad to see everything's in good working order. Another of our new EX grenades, the number 1.
The number 1.
So named because it contains a vaporized extract formulated from your urine.
For when you do a number 1?
Compared to our first iteration, this EX grenade contains a higher concentration of your fluids, which should make it more effective against BTs.
Now I know why you need to pee.
Whenever you avail yourself of your private room's facilities, we will collect the results and produce additional units for your use. So you needn't worry about running out.
Does that mean I'm going to get a number 2? Can't believe they're actually advertising his own TV show, which is up to season 3, by the way. Oh, it's disappointing. I thought it might be brown.
The latest in our line of EX grenades. I give you the number 2. As you may have surmised, this model is used with various extracts refined from your fecal matter. We suspect that your regular consumption of cryptobiotes has led you to excrete certain compounds that may prove especially effective against BTs. If you would like us to produce more, you need only furnish us with the requisite raw materials via your private room's toilet. I look forward to your feedback.
Too much Gatorade. I don't have anything on the weapons, do I? Oh, I do have stuff in weapons rack now. Not ready. What's that then? What does that say? Warning, Bridges members only, do not open without permission. Not ready. What? What was that?
Supply requests. Submit one if you're in need of anything in particular.
A bridge link is another way of describing the connection between you and another porter. If you want to forge a powerful bond, consider a strand contract.
I don't see Jace on here. Total likes received. Interacted with. I don't know. X-view own records. No. It would be nice if you could like share a world with people on your friends list and things like that. Delivering stuff and people liking what you build, basically, yeah. Yeah, for me, yeah. Right, that's it. Okay. I'm out of here, guys. So I'll catch you tomorrow at some stage. Have a good one. Bye-bye.